Hello everyone, welcome back to the class. In previous video, we discussed process account preparation with work in progress adjustments. We did up to question number 6. I had given question 7 as homework. I'll be displaying the answer now. Please check your answers. Here it is, question 7 homework answer. Equivalent units, material, labor, overhead. This is the total. So when you prepare the table, total for material, total for labor, total for overheads, and then cost per unit, and then valuation. I've written here that these are approximate numbers, so it need not exactly match. With few rupee of difference should be fine. Don't worry, your process account will tally. Transfer may be 20 rupee more, abnormal loss will be 20 rupee less, or something like that would have happened in your answer. Approximately these are the numbers, right? You can pause the you can pause the video and cross check the answer. Let's go back. We need to now start from question number 8. Yes, now question number 8 has some opening WIP also. Now when I have opening WIP, I need to keep in mind that the problems can be solved under two different methods. One, first in first out method. Second one is average cost method. Now question says, from the following prepare process account under FIFO method and average method. In exam, they will not ask you to do both. They will ask you either FIFO or average cost. But in classroom, we are anyway learning. We will work out the entire answer under FIFO method first, and then we'll work out under average method. So in examination, this question number 8 can come as two different questions. So you may find this answer very big because I'm first doing everything. Remember, process account, step 1, step 2, step 3, everything will change under FIFO and average cost. Okay. This is starting with opening WIP. My question number 6 and 7 had only closing WIP. In this question, you have even opening work in progress. Okay, 2000 units. Material 100% complete, labor 60% complete, overhead 60% complete. All of this is related to opening WIP. Opening WIP. Sir, why is this degree of completion relevant? You tell me. If they say 100% material is complete, that means during the year, this is opening stock. Yeah, during the year, you don't have to spend anything for material. Correct. Labor, when they say 60% is there in opening WIP, you have to spend for another balance 40%. Overhead also 60% incurred. That means balance 40% you need to spend it during the period. Okay. Units introduced into the process. This is your fresh input for the year. There were 2000 units still in the process. That means this is your closing WIP at the end of the month, and their degree of completion is 100, 50, 50. Now don't get confused. This 100, 60, 60 that I read is opening WIP's DOC, degree of completion. This 100, 50, 50 that is here is closing work in progress degree of completion. Okay. 8,000 units are transferred to next process. 8,000 units are transferred to next process. Cost incurred during the month is given to you, material, labor, and overhead. What we need to do, prepare process account under first FIFO method and then under average cost method. Right. Let us first work out the whole answer under FIFO method. We will have to then work out under average cost method. Let me open the answer book. All of you write the heading. Write the heading FIFO method. I will expand my notepad screen and hide my video. Start writing FIFO method. FIFO method. Okay. What is asked? Process account. Start with that. Process account. Yes. Debit, credit, quantity, value, all that is same. That won't change. Yeah. Quantity, value, quantity, value. Right. Okay. Normally we used to start from two material input, but in this question you have to start from opening WIP, opening work in progress. How many units? 2000 units. So start to opening work in progress 2000 units. Okay. How much is the value, sir? Given in the question, material was 100%, labor 60%, overhead 60% complete. You will have to add all the three. 7,500 plus 3,000 plus 1,500, 12,000 rupee. This is your amount of opening WIP. 2,000 units, 12,000 is the amount. Okay. Then they said units introduced into the process 8,000. So this will be 2 raw material input 8,000 units. Sir, what about value? Here they have not given. Maybe later in the question they'll give material cost. That time I will take. Okay. Continue. There are 2,000 units still in process at the end of the month. That means this will be by closing WIP. You can just write it as by WIP. We will get to know if it is on the credit side, it should be closing WIP 2,000 units. Okay. Their degree of completion is given. Degree of completion is all going to come in step 1, 2, 3, not now, right? 8,000 units are transferred to next process. So this will be by transfer to process 2 account. By the way, there is no process 1 or process 2. They said next process. You can even write it as by transfer to next process. Okay, 8,000 here. Right. Cost incurred during the month is given to you. Material 1 lakh, labor 78,000, overhead 39,000. Now for material, you have already written 8,000 quantity. Against that, you can write 1 lakh rupees. Right. Sir, can I assume this 1 lakh rupee as additional raw material? If you do that, then this raw material input 8,000 quantity will not have any value. That is not possible, right? You can't say 8,000 kg input, but there is no value to that. So I should understand that this 8,000 units itself is 1 lakh rupee, right? Then you have some labor, 78,000, overhead 39,000. Nothing is given, so overhead is considered as factory overhead, right? Now all the items available in the ledger we have taken. Before I go to value, I should first reconcile my quantity, right? So input is 2 plus 8, 10,000. On the other side, 2 plus 8, 10,000. By the way, this question has no normal loss. Sir, then also what if I have a missing number? That will be directly abnormal loss. When they don't give anything as normal loss, that means they don't expect anything to be lost. And then also if they're losing something, then it should be considered directly as abnormal loss. Okay, right. What next? Value. I need two numbers. One, closing WIP. Second, transfer to next process. Right. Now, wherever you have WIP, I told you in the previous video, wherever you have WIP, you cannot use cost per unit formula. You cannot use cost per unit formula. You have to solve it using 3 steps, right? Which is the step 1, statement of equivalent units. Start writing statement of equivalent units. Some books use the term equivalent production. That is also fine, nothing wrong. So you have on the credit side only 2 outputs. One is closing WIP, another is transfer. Bring it here. closing WIP 2000 and then transfer 8000, total 10,000. Please leave one or two lines here and then write total 10,000. Okay. Then you need what? Material, labor, overhead. You will write degree of completion, equivalent units, degree of completion, equivalent units, DOC and EU. Okay. Now, first of all, closing WIP, DOC is given in the question. Yes, not what is there in the table. Table is opening WIP DOC. After the table in the paragraph there, it is given that end of the month there were 2000 units still in the process. That is 100, 50, 50. Take it here. 100%, 50%, 50%. Right. So how much will this be now? 2000. This will be 1000 and this will be 1000. Okay. Yes. Now the important part. Listen to me. All of you stop writing. Focus on the screen here. You have transferred 8000 units from process 1 to process 2 and we are working out problem under FIFO method, right? Listen to me, don't copy what I'm writing in green, it will be wrong. If I write transfer means 100%, 100%, 100% and then take 8000, 8000, 8000, don't you think you are fully ignoring the opening WIP? Right here, when you are transferring 8000 units, do you think you started producing 8000 in the current period and you completed that production and then you transferred? No, no. Out of this you will have 2000 units coming from opening WIP and then the balance will be new production. You tell me, if 2000 came from opening WIP, that means new production will be 6000 units. Correct. Sir, for opening WIP, what to write under DOC? Go back to the question table. Opening WIP, material 100% was complete when it came as opening WIP. That means how much do you have to spend? 0%. Sir, why 0%? Because everything is already incurred 100%. Correct, sir. What about labor? 60% was incurred. That means you have to spend 40%. Overhead also 60%. That means you have to do balance 40%. So this will be 2000 into 40%, 800. Here 2000 into 40%, 800. Okay. Sir, this we understood. What about new production? Apply common sense. What do you mean by new production? You started in the current year, you completed in the current year and you have transferred. That means entire 100% is incurred during the year. Yes, this is 100%, 100%, 100%. Therefore, this will be 6000, 6000, 6000. Now do the total. This will be 8000, this will be 7800 and this will be 7800. Please copy now. I will wait. Please copy. This is the important part. Please mark it important. This bifurcation. You know, this question first line says work out under FIFO and average cost method. When I have to solve this problem under average cost method, this line will be worked out separately in a different way, not like the way I have done now. Yeah, that is why I said this is important. Please copy. Right. Hope you are done. What is the next thing to be worked out? cost per unit, cost per unit in that first material cost. Right. Go back to your process account. How much is material cost that you have spent? 1 lakh rupees here. Correct. Is there any scrap income? No. That means it will be simply 1 lakh rupees to be divided by how many units? 8,000 units. That is coming from, yes, 1 lakh by 8,000, 12.5. Then comes labor cost. Labor cost is 78,000 rupees, and that should be divided by 7,800. This is this number, yeah, 10 rupees. Last one is overheads, 39,000 by 7,800, 5 rupees. 5 rupees. Okay. What is the next thing to be done? Valuation. Before you write valuation, go to process account and tell me what all you want to value. By the way, all that you need is these two numbers. Let me highlight in yellow these two numbers. That means you want some closing WIP and you want the value of transfer. There is no abnormal loss or abnormal gain. Okay, let's start. Valuation. First one, closing WIP. Tell me what to do. We have done two problems like this. Can I remember this step 3 valuation statement as step 1 into step 2? Why I am saying so is, see now, how are we going to get these numbers? I'm highlighting in yellow, please follow. You will take 2000 into 12.5, correct sir, plus 1000 into 10, plus again this 1000 into this 5. That means step 3 is equal to step 1 into step 2. Easy way to remember. Yes, do that. WIP will be 2000 into 12.5 plus 1000 into 10 plus 1000 into 5. Let me do it. 40,000 rupees. 40,000 rupees. Okay. Second thing is transfer. Listen to me. This transfer working, you have to be little careful because something that came from previous period, which is your opening WIP, that also you will transfer. On that you will put some efforts and that also you will transfer. I repeat, please listen to me. You had 2000 units that came from previous year, correct? There was already cost incurred on this, that is 7,500 plus 3,000 plus 1,500. You have taken this 12,000 rupee. But when you transfer it in this year, you will not transfer only what you are spending in this year. You will transfer everything. What came from previous period plus on that additional effort, together you will transfer. Therefore, when you take transfer, you will have to first take what came from previous period. That was 12,000, correct. Plus, you tell me, you have divided this, go to this statement, you have divided this 8,000, I'm circling in green, 8,000 into two parts. Yeah, here it will be 0. Okay, here it is 800 into 10. Start writing 0 plus 800 into 10 plus another 800 into 5. Correct. Here it is another 800 into 5. Okay, that's not over. That's not over. You also have to take this 6,000, 6,000, 6,000. But one good thing is I'm circling in green. All these are 6,000, 6,000, 6,000. So I can take a common number 6,000. Yes. So close the bracket and then add 6,000 into 12.5 plus 10 plus 5. Okay, so this will be 12,000 plus, how much is this now? 12,000 plus last number will be 165,000. If you add all this, you will get 1,89,000 rupees. That's the value of transfer. That's the value of transfer. I quickly repeat, don't be in a hurry to tally your account. It will tally, don't worry much. Whatever I am transferring should be taken correct. What all I am transferring, something that came from previous period also I will transfer, but I will not just like the transfer. On this 12,000, I will put 0 rupees of material efforts, 8,000 rupees of labor efforts, 4,000 rupees of overhead efforts that I will transfer. Okay. Plus balance 6,000. No, I have to pull, I have to put entire efforts. Therefore 12.5 plus 10 plus 5. So therefore total 12,000 that came from previous period, another 12,000 that I incurred on what came from previous period additionally, right? And then 1,65,000 that I started, completed, and then transferred. Sir, what if you have started something and not completed? If you have started something and not completed, that will be there in WIP, right? Now, some of you may ask a doubt, sir, why can't I assume that opening WIP itself is there as closing WIP? That is why I started my answer with the heading FIFO method. When you already have something as opening WIP in FIFO, what you should do, what is already there, that you should produce first, complete it and transfer, then only you should start fresh production. Therefore, assuming that my opening WIP itself is closing WIP also will be incorrect. Yes, copy these numbers. One is here 40,000, another is here 1,89,000. Go up. Where are we? Yes, here 40,000, 1,89,000. This will be 229,000. 229,000 debit side also please check once. 12 plus 100 plus 78 plus 39, 229. Yes, the account is tallying. That means our process account is correct. Right. By the way, answer is not over. What we did so far is only FIFO method. What we have to do now is average method. Okay. For you to understand it easily, right, I will be overwriting here itself. So you'll get to know what are the differences. Okay. But you guys will have to write from the beginning. Yes. So first thing, all of you start writing heading now, average method. Write the heading average method. Average method. Okay. Start again. Process account. By the way, we have to do all steps once again. Yeah. Heading average method. Start process account. Process account. Debit quantity and value. Credit quantity and value. By the way, apply your common sense. This will not change. Correct. Raw material input, labor, factory overhead. Nothing on the debit side will change. Listen, you can copy later. Listen to me. On the credit side also, closing WIP quantity, transfer quantity will not change. What will change is only the valuation part. So except these two numbers, which I have highlighted now, except these two numbers, everything else you can copy as it is. Please do it. I will wait for a minute. Copy everything as it is. Please copy everything as it is. Right. Process account, all the items remain same. All the items remain same. Hope you have done till this. Okay, I'm erasing these numbers. This is what we have to calculate now. These numbers. Okay. Don't worry about total, that will match. Yes. Let us start now with statement of equivalent units. All of you start writing statement of equivalent units. Output, prepare the table, material, labor, overhead, DOC, degree of completion, equivalent units, material, labor, overheads. Okay, now start off with closing WIP. By the way, there will be no change in closing WIP. So you can copy this as it is. As it is. Right. What is going to change is this part, transfer. Please listen to me. I will be erasing everything in transfer part. Okay, all of you, please pay attention. You know what we say in average cost method? Don't take opening WIP, DOC, etc. etc. Maybe 100% material was done last year, 0% you will do now, 60 last year labor, 40 you will do, 60 overhead, 40 now you will do. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Last year plus this year together, you will somehow do 100%. Otherwise, you can't transfer now. See, the name itself tells you, let's average it out. Okay, this question 160-60. Some other question, it may be 90-70-30 possible. If 90% material last year means 10% you will write. That's what you did in FIFO method. Correct. Then 70% labor means you will write 30%. Overhead 30% means you will write 70%. Average cost method says, why do you worry whether it was incurred in the last period or current period? Last period plus current period, total will be anyway 100% no. Therefore, they say just to take 100%, 100%, 100%. Simple. Maybe something last year, something this year. They say add both. You will anyhow get 100% only, no. 100 material, now you will write 0. 60 labor, now you will write 40. Together is 100. Take together 100. Simple. Yes. Therefore, this will be 8,000, 8,000, 8,000. That's all. This is 10. This is 9. This is 9. Right. Now, some of you might be planning already that, sir, in examination, if nothing is mentioned, can I write a note that we have worked out under average cost method? My answer would be no, because it depends on certain adjustments provided in the question. I will discuss everything in detail. First, let us understand both the methods, and then I'll tell you when to use FIFO, when to use average cost method. Okay, yes. Complete the total. Then come to step 2. Step 2, cost per unit. Cost per unit. Okay. Now listen to me what to do. There will be difference here also. These three numbers will be different now. Sir, why different? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yes. No, no, it's not corona. Don't worry. Just a normal cough. Yes. When I said average cost method, and here I said just take 100%, I said one line. Whether you have incurred in the previous period or in the current period, in total it will be 100 only. That means average cost method doesn't bifurcate. Average cost method doesn't bifurcate what you have spent in the previous period, what you're going to spend in the current period. They say add both. Now tell me, when units you are adding last year plus current year, even the cost you should take last year plus current year. Sir, what do you mean by last year plus current year? Go to the question. In that opening WIP material has 7,500 rupees, correct? Take that also, 7,500 plus how much is material incurred in the current year? 1 lakh rupee. Take that also, right? Sir, that means you are saying in average cost method we don't bifurcate anything into previous period, current period, everything we add, sir. Is that correct? Perfect. In FIFO method we break it, how much was from previous period, how much is from current period, and we took everything only from current period. But in weighted average cost method we don't bother whether it is coming from previous period or current period, we add both. Here we said 100% because this was, listen here, this was 0%, sorry, 100% plus 0%, 100% plus 0%, and this was 60% plus 40%. This was also 60% plus 40%. When activity percentages you can add, cost also you should add last year plus current year. Yes. So 7,500, 7,500 plus 1 lakh, that should be divided by, what's the number now? You have calculated already, 10,000. Bring it here, 10,000. This will be 7,500 plus 1 lakh by 10,000, 10.75. Okay. What will happen to labor? Take the last year number, 3,000. 3,000 plus current year number, 78,000, divided by 9,000. 3,000 plus 78,000 divided by 9,000 will be 9 rupees. Okay. Overhead 1,500 plus, what's the number now? 39,000 to be divided by 9,000. That is 4.5. Yes. Right. Now tell me, if these numbers are changing, obviously even your valuation will change, correct? Because this is not 12.5, this is not 10, all numbers are new now. You will have to work out. Yes, everybody, last step, valuation. Valuation. Let us start. First, closing WIP. How many units? 2,000, but that's not the single number. You have to do it separately, right? Yeah, 2,000 into, what's the number? Sorry, 10.75. Yes, plus 1,000 into 9 plus 1,000 into 4.5. Sir, can I take 1,000 into inside bracket 9 plus 4.5? Obviously, yes, no problem. Yeah. So this will be 2,000 into 10.75 and 1,000 into 9, 1,000 into 4.5, 35,000. Let me just recheck. Let me recheck. 2,000 into 10.75, 1,000 into 9 and 1,000 into 4.5. Yes, 35,000. Then transfer. Here it should be very easy. Sir, why is it very easy? Step 3 is step 1 into step 2. In step 1, you have anyway single number. Look here, 8,000, 8,000, 8,000. Yes, take that, take that. 8,000 into inside the bracket 10.75 plus 9 plus 4.5. That will be 194,000. 194,000. Now these two numbers will go to my process account. 35,000, 194,000. Let me go back. Yes, 35,000, 194,000, and the total will be same, 229,000. Okay, I'll just wait for 5 seconds. 10-15 seconds. Complete it. Now you can pause the video. If you're taking time, please pause the video. Okay, now that we have completed both FIFO and average cost approach, it's time to understand when to use FIFO, when to use average cost. You tell me, in FIFO method, we gave importance to opening WIP DOC. Please pay attention. In FIFO method, I don't have FIFO on my screen, I have erased it. You have it, go there. In FIFO method, you gave some importance to opening WIP DOC. In your step one, you had segregated this 8,000, correct? Yes, you have done it 2,000 one side, 6,000 one side, and for that 0%, etc., etc. You gave some importance to opening WIP DOC. But look at this, in the average cost method, nowhere in your answer you have considered opening WIP DOC, which means if opening WIP DOC is not given in the question, then we can work out under average cost method, right? Sir, what do you mean by not giving opening WIP DOC? They should give, no. Every company should know how much is DOC, how much is degree of completion. Opening WIP DOC, if you're not able to give, sir, that means last year closing WIP DOC they did not know. How is that possible, sir? Auditor will not allow, no. He will come and ask for stock verification. He will say how much is degree of completion. And question number 1 to question number 7, everywhere you said closing WIP. Sorry, not from 1 to 7. Question number 6 and 7, you said if they give WIP, they will give you some degree of completion. If not, you can assume 150-50. You only said, and now we are saying opening WIP DOC not available. Please understand, some factories, the production process is so complex that it is practically difficult for them to identify the correct DOC. Easy processes you can understand. For example, to stitch a shirt, if I need 2 days, and 31st March if I have started, 1st April end of the day I'm completing, as on 31st March, out of 2 days of work, 1 day work is done. That means balance 1 day work is pending. So you can easily say 50% done. It becomes easy. But there are a lot of manufacturing activities, processes, where it is extremely difficult to decide whether degree of completion is 30% or 80% or 70% or 90%. Number one. Number two, what if your factory has 200 machines, 500 machines? You have to go to every machine on 31st March to identify how much is work in progress. In that, you should ask that machine operator how much material you have spent, how much labor you have spent, how much overhead you have spent. Then only you can get the DOC properly. Is it possible when you have 100, 200, 500 machines? And you know when you should go? 31st March, 12 o'clock only. Because if you go on 1st April, by the time you go there, the WIP would have become FG. Correct. Therefore, practically getting this degree of completion is not easy. degree of completion is not easy. That is why they said if degree of completion is not available, you can simply go by 100, 50, 50, because everyone knows practically it is very difficult. But theoretically, FIFO method is the best method. Why? Because it clearly segregates the cost of the previous period, cost of the present period. Your average method doesn't break the cost into previous period, current period. What did I tell you? Previous plus current, both you take together. Both you take together. Therefore, how to decide what to do in examination, right? 90% of the cases, 90% of the cases, they will give you whether to work out under FIFO or work out under average cost. Sir, if question is silent, then what to do? For that, you will have to wait for 1 or 2 more minutes. You will get to know. You will get to know. I have prepared a small table. I'll just go back to my question sheet. I prepared a small table. Next is question 9, 10, 11. Yeah, after this, I have prepared a small table. Here, I have made a summary. I made a summary. It's a summary of process account problems with WIP adjustment, how to approach exam questions. I have listed out type of question, which method to follow, and what assumptions to be made. Okay, I know we have still not solved question number 9, 10, 11, but we will be able to understand this table now itself. So let us discuss. I want all of you to write the answer in your textbook in the box provided there. Now you will understand what are the types of problems that can come in exam and how do we approach it. Okay, let us begin. And please mark this particular page as very important. You must read this page instead of solving 8, 9 problems. If you understand what are the 8 varieties of questions that can come, it will be as good as solving 8 sums, 8 problems. Okay. Sir, you are saying what assumption? What assumption, sir? What are you talking about assumption? I told you 150, 50 should be assumed. Yeah, that is what I'm trying to discuss here. Yes, let us start. Possible question number 1. Opening WIP is not given. Closing WIP is also not given. Now tell me, is FIFO method or average cost method relevant? No, why not? The FIFO method and the average cost method becomes relevant only if you have closing WIP. Please understand, don't say if you have WIP, you should have, sorry, not closing WIP, you should have opening WIP. I repeat, I'm very sorry. FIFO method or average cost method becomes relevant only if there is opening WIP in the question. By the way, in my class material, when I did question number 6 and 7, there was only closing WIP in those questions. We did not discuss FIFO or average cost method. Why? Because there was no opening WIP. In question number 8, I am discussing FIFO average cost. Why? Because there is opening WIP. Here they say opening WIP is not given, closing WIP is also not given. That means, sir, it is like first problem, second problem. Correct. When we did first problem, second problem in this chapter, did we use step 1, step 2, step 3? No. Did we make any assumption? No. How did we work out those problems? Using cost per unit formula? Correct. Start writing here. Use cost per unit formula. Use cost per unit formula. FIFO/average is irrelevant. Okay. Next, question number 2. Possible question number 2. Opening WIP is not given. Correct. Closing WIP with degree of completion is given. By the way, the moment you hear closing WIP, you should understand you cannot use cost per unit formula. Correct, sir. What to do? You should do step 1, step 2, step 3. Correct. Start writing step 1, step 2, step 3. Step 1, step 2, step 3. Again, FIFO slash average is irrelevant. FIFO average is irrelevant. Okay. Third variety question. Opening WIP not given. Okay. Closing WIP is given without degree of completion. Now, the moment you see closing WIP is given, that means you should write step 1, 2, and 3, correct? But without a degree of completion. If they don't give degree of completion, you'll have to make an assumption. What? 100, 50, 50, right? Assume DOC as 100, 50, 50. 100, 50, 50. Which method to follow, sir? FIFO average cost. That is not relevant. Why not relevant? Line says opening WIP is not given. Yes, write that also. FIFO or average is not relevant. FIFO or average is not relevant. Done. Type of question number 4. Opening work in progress with the DOC is given. Now you have opening WIP also with the DOC. Closing WIP with the DOC given. Okay. Question does not specify the method to be followed. Now look at this. When they don't specify the method to be followed, we are free to use either FIFO or average cost. But between these two, you should always try and work out under FIFO method first. If FIFO is not possible, only then average cost method. I know your laziness is telling you something else, but when opening WIP with the DOC is given in the question, then it is always preferred to go by FIFO method. Remember, even in accounting standard 2, they say FIFO or other method. That means they said first try FIFO. Not happening, then try the other one. Here FIFO is possible because you're opening WIP with the DOC, right? Start writing step 1, 2, 3 to be followed, right? Next, as opening WIP DOC is given, better to follow FIFO method. Better to follow FIFO method. Now some rebel students will ask a doubt. Sir, even when they give opening WIP with the DOC, can I write a note that the given information in the question is ignored and we have worked out under average cost method? If I am the validator, I will give you 0 for that. When opening WIP with the degree of completion is given in the question, you cannot write an assumption saying I will ignore what you have given and follow my easy method. If they wanted you to follow average cost method, why should they give you opening WIP DOC, by the way? Please understand. To follow average cost method, you don't need opening WIP DOC. When they give it in the question, indirectly that was a hint. They wanted you to work out under FIFO method. Don't be a rebel student and give a note saying I'm ignoring the given information and using my own method. Please don't do it. Okay, sir. Question number 5. Possible question number 5. Opening WIP without DOC is given. How? Now comes your opportunity to assume the way you want, because opening WIP without DOC, right? Closing WIP with the DOC, that's okay. Question does not specify the method to be followed. Now also, there can be two ways of looking at it. You know what? Opening WIP without DOC, and we have discussed in the past also, wherever there is WIP and DOC is not given, you can take 150-50. Now if you take 150-50, you can do it under FIFO because you have the percentages. Or second approach, Anyway, it is without DOC. Let me not get into the headache of 150-50. Write one line. As opening WIP's DOC is not mentioned in the question, we are going to work out under average cost method. Only in question number 5, you have an option. You have an option. Start writing. Step 1, 2, 3. Obviously, that has to be done. Step 1, 2, 3 to be done. Then option 1. Assume 150-50, 150-50 and follow FIFO. Next line, option 2, follow average. Follow average. Either you follow option 1 or you follow option 2. You must give a note. You must give a note, because if there are 10 students, 9 students may follow one, you may follow the other, or 5 may follow FIFO, 5 may follow average. Correct? When question is not clear, you are free to assume. But whatever you assume, make a disclosure. Give it as a note. Yes. Next one. Question number 6. Opening WIP without DOC. There is WIP, but DOC is not given. Closing WIP with the DOC. That's okay. Step 1, 2, 3 will come. Question specifies that average cost method is to be followed. Fantastic. What more you want now? What more you want? Anyway, you like average cost method? All lazy heads. Anyway, you want average cost method. On top of that, question specifies that this method should be followed. Fantastic. Right? Sir, opening WIP is without DOC. No, when they give DOC also, if they say average cost, you're going to ignore. Under average cost method, opening WIP DOC is of no relevance. And then here clearly mentioned, question specifies that you must do under average cost only. Now don't ask me this doubt. Sir, can I now assume opening WIP DOC 150-50 and then teach the validator that average cost is not a good method? I will work out under FIFO. Control yourself. When question says average cost, work out under average cost. Start writing. Step 1, 2, 3. Step 1, 2, 3. Obviously. And then follow average cost. Follow average cost. Sir, should I give a note? Not necessary. Why? Because question only says work out average cost method. By the way, whenever I ask a question and I myself answer something, all these doubts are asked by students of your batch, your previous to previous batch, and so on. So none of these ideas that I give you and then answer that, none of these ideas are mine. All these are asked by students in the past. That's why I said rebel students. Some students, even when something is given in the question, they say given information is ignored and we will teach you new lesson. And then they assume something, they work out, and then they come and fight. Sir, look, they gave some information, I ignored. I don't have freedom also to ignore the control yourself. When they say average cost, don't teach them FIFO is better than average cost. They say average, work out average. Right. Question number 7. Opening WIP with the DOC given. With the DOC. Okay. Closing WIP with the DOC given. That means step 1, 2, 3 should come. Okay, sir. Question specifies average cost method is to be followed. Now some students are happy. Why? Sir, they gave opening WIP DOC and question says average cost method. Now you can write a note saying, as the question specifies average cost method, opening WIP DOC is to be ignored. Yes. Follow. Start writing. Follow average cost. Full stop. Ignore opening WIP DOC. Opening WIP DOC. Right. Next one. Opening WIP without DOC is given. Look at this. Opening WIP without DOC is given. Closing WIP with the DOC is given. But question specifies that you should follow FIFO method. Now understand. To follow FIFO method, you need DOC opening. Opening WIP DOC is must if you want to do under FIFO method. But what to do? They have not given, read here, without DOC, but they want FIFO method. That means I should assume as 100, 50, 50. Please understand, without opening WIP's DOC, FIFO method is not possible. For FIFO method, I need it. They don't give, then take 150, 50. Okay, first step 1, 2, 3. Step 1, 2, 3. Step 1, 2, 3. And then assume opening WIP's DOC as 100, 50, 50 and give a note. Right. These are the possible 8 questions. Now you know, read the data in the question. Before you start writing anything as heading, think which is the most appropriate thing to be done. Do I have FIFO or average cost mentioned in the question? Okay, not mentioned. That means I have to decide. Then do we have opening WIP DOC? Okay, given. That means which is suitable. Now that will fall in one of the 8 categories. You will have to think and decide. Instead of working out 8 different problems one day before exam, you should go through this. Now you clearly know these are the 8 possible questions. And by the way, I have covered all. Look at this. My first one is no opening WIP, no closing WIP. That means this we did in question number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Correct. And then question point number 2 and 3, opening is not given. Here also opening is not given. Only closing is given. That means this is covered in question number 5 and 6. I think, no, not 5 and 6, 6 and 7. Right. From this point till the end is what we are working out now. Right. So this should cover your entire process costing revision. These are the kind of questions that can come, and this is how I'm going to work out. This is the way you should make summary notes. Instead of solving one problem for every new adjustment, you should make a summary notes like this, where if they give this, this is how I'm going to treat this. This you should do for every subject, especially practical subjects. You know, students normally have this complaint. Sir, sometimes no, my problem is I don't know how to start, sir. This is the dialogue, most repeated dialogue. I don't know how to start. Once I start, from there I will go in a flow, sir. But from where to start is the problem. You are like that old Bajaj bike, Bajaj Chetak, I think, two-wheeler. Starting problem. Once you start, after that there is no problem at all. Some students are other way around. They start with whatever available, working note 1, computation of something. They don't know why they are doing it. They don't know what is their working note number 2. They just know that this number I can calculate. That means I will calculate. Working note 1, I can do something. Okay, let me do. Is it necessary? Is it asked? Is it already provided in the question? Why am I doing working note 1? What will be my working note 2? How will one help? How will working note 1 help the working note 2? Do we have this understanding before I start the answer? No. Some students are like starting problem students. Some students, they start, but after first table, second table, they're stuck. Now they don't know what to do. To overcome this, making these kind of summary notes will help. Now you clearly know. For example, one question comes in exam for 10 marks. Okay. Some WIP given, some DOC given, etc. etc. Now, if you properly understand this table, you know what you will do? You will first classify what type of problem it is. Okay, first you will check opening WIP given. That means I should check whether it is FIFO or average. For FIFO, opening WIP is given with the DOC or without DOC. Okay, it is with the DOC. That means I can do FIFO. Anyhow, let me check in the question. Last line, what are they asking? Last line when I read, they said weighted average cost method. Oh, that means I have to ignore. These things you should know. This is what I say repeatedly, the approach to solve a problem. It's not It's not always whether you will get the correct answer or not. If your approach is correct, you will get the correct answer. Even if you don't get the correct answer, you will get marks. Just give me a second. I think there is some problem. Just give me 1 second. Okay, there was some problem in my video, so I had to stop for a minute. Okay, now the point that I was making is you need to understand what type of question is this. Check opening WIP. Okay, that means FIFO or average. For FIFO, check whether you have DOC. Okay, DOC is also there. Then check what is asked in the question, last line. They mentioned average cost. That means you should ignore. So this is how you should read and decide what should be my first working note, what should be my second working note. I don't know how many times I have told you. I'm telling this again. Understanding the question properly is half solution. If that is done properly, the other half will be correct. Most of our students don't understand the question properly. Sometimes they mention that workout under weighted average cost method in the question, but these people assume it as 150-50 opening DOC. Why? When the question is weighted average cost, or average means weighted average only, not simple average. When question says average cost method, why do you want to assume 150-50? Just because you have this knowledge of 150-50 doesn't mean you have to use it every time. Is it necessary in the question? For that, you have to read the question. You need that patience to read and understand and decide what should be done. What should I assume? Is there anything to be assumed, first of all? If everything is given or if there is a clue, then you don't have to assume. If some information is missing, then comes the assumption, right? So please mark this page, very important. You must revise this. Okay, let us go back. We need to start now from question number 9. Let's begin question 9. From the following, prepare process account under FIFO method clearly mentioned. Tell me, the moment they say FIFO method, what should come to your mind? FIFO method means there should be some opening WIP, correct? And then there should be some degree of completion for opening WIP. If not given, I have to assume it as 150-50. Why? To work out answer under FIFO, I need opening WIP DOC. I will check that whether it's available or not. See here, opening WIP 100%, 60%, 60%. Now it is clear. I have FIFO method given in the question. I have opening WIP units, and I also have their opening WIP's DOC, right? This is quantity, this is rupees, and then units introduced. This is fresh input. Okay. Normal loss is expected to be 5% of fresh input. That means you should apply 5% only on 9,000, right? Scrap value 2 rupee. However, total scrap units were 600. In calculator, please, 9,000 input into 5%, it should have been only 450. But total scrap unit is 600. What does it mean? What does it mean? The balance should be abnormal loss, correct? Degree of completion for loss units can be considered as 100, 80, 80 for material, labor, and overhead respectively. In the previous video, I told you degree of completion for abnormal loss when nothing is given will be taken as 100, 100, 100. We in fact did one problem like this. But I also told you if they give some percentage in the question, then you have to take 180, 80. Sir, when will this happen? When 80% of the work is done and then you realize something is seriously wrong in the machine and you immediately stop, then you get to know there is so much of loss. You just throw all that loss and call it abnormal loss. But did you do the process to the extent of 100%? No, you stop the process in between. That is why labor and overhead is 80, 80. Sir, then why material is 100? I told you already, material goes inside the machine at the very beginning, right? Entire material is lost, but instead of doing till 100% and then throwing it as scrap, when it was 80%, then When it was 80% done, then only we decided something is seriously wrong. Therefore, we turned off the machine, we took out the material, we took out the work in progress. 80% was done, but we know it won't be saleable later. We just decided to throw it. Right. There were 1600 units still in process at the end of the month. This is your closing WIP. Okay. And their degree of completion is 170. Now you should not get confused. There are three DOCs. I'm highlighting. The first one is opening WIP DOC. Second one is abnormal loss DOC. Third is closing WIP DOC. Okay, sir. Understood. 7,800 units are transferred to next process. Okay. We are under FIFO method. That means the 7,800 should be bifurcated. Remember? Yeah. Material cost given, cost incurred for the one, material, labor, and overhead. Show all the calculations to nearest rupee. Rounding of differences can be ignored. Sir, what should we prepare? First line from the following, prepare process account under FIFO method. Let us begin. I'll open my notepad. I'll hide my video. Yes. Let us start. Heading FIFO method. Question 9, FIFO method. Process account. Quantity. Okay. Tell me, what's the starting point? Always, if you have any opening WIP. Yes, please start from there. To opening WIP. To opening WIP. 2000 units. No, sorry. 1000 units. 1000 units. And what's the value? Add 6,000, 3,600 and 1,800. That comes to 11400. 11400. Okay. Then units introduced into process. So this will be 2. Input of raw material 9,000. Sir, what about the amount? That will come later. Yeah. Normal loss is 5% of fresh input on the credit side. By normal loss, 5% of fresh input, they said. So you should take it as 5% of 9,000. That is 450. 450. With a scrap value 2 rupee. That scrap that will go here to value. I'll take it later. Let me first complete the quantity. Okay. However, total scrap units were 600. Therefore, now this will be by abnormal loss 600 minus 450, 150. Okay. Degree of completion for loss unit is 180. That will come in step 1, not now. There were 1600 units still in process. So this is by work in progress, closing work in progress, 1600. Their degree of completion is 170. This will also come later in the step 1. Okay. 7,800 units are transferred to next process. So this is by transfer 7,800. Cost incurred during the month is material 1,20,000. So take it here, 1,20,000. Labor 90,000. Overhead 45,000. That's all. We have taken all the numbers. Let us first see whether the quantity numbers are matching. It should match because you already have taken even the abnormal loss. There can't be anything else. Don't tell me there can be abnormal gain. In the same ledger, there can't be both. Yes. So 450 plus 150 plus 1600 plus 7800. Yes, 10,000. Right. Then I need these numbers, value numbers. Okay. One number that I can fill is normal loss. Correct. How much is scrap income? They have given after the table 2 rupee. So 450 into 2, 900 rupees. 900 rupees. Now I need abnormal loss, WIP and transfer. Because I have closing WIP, I can't use cost per unit. I have to use step 1, step 2 and step 3. Let us start. Everybody, step 1. Statement of equivalent units. Output, material, DOC, EU, labor, and then overheads. Yes. Output, this you should copy from the credit side, correct, of your process account. What all I have, I think I started with, normal loss 450, then abnormal loss 150, then WIP 1600, transfer 7800, 7800. Okay. Normal loss, you don't need anything. Why? Because you have already completed its valuation. That is shown at scrap income, right? By the way, this is 10,000. Sorry, leave one line after transfer. Yes, total 10,000. Now, abnormal loss. What to do? If nothing is given, then I can take 100, 100, 100. Don't worry, I will dictate all this little later. Listen to me, I'll dictate a summary. What to take as DOC in this step 1, once for all later. But here in this question, they have given that these loss units, read the line after the table, third line. Degree of completion for loss units can be taken as 100, 80, 80. Take it here, 100, 80, 80. Work in progress. This is 1600 units, etc. 100%, 70%, 70% given in the question. Okay, sorry, I need to fill the units also, no? Yeah, this will be 150. This is 120, 120. 1600. And this is 1120, 1120. Then comes the transfer. You can't write anything directly because you're under FIFO method. In FIFO, what you should do, break this 7800 into two parts. Yes, you just have to draw one line and then write opening WIP. How many units? 1000. Okay, 1000. For this, please check in the question. Material already 100%. That means you should do 0%. Okay, this is nil. Labor 60% done. That means in this year 40%, 400. Overhead 60%. That means 40%, 400. Right. Now tell me, out of 7,800, if 1000 came from previous period, balance 6800 is new production. Right. On this you have to do 100%, 100%, 100%. This will be 6800, 6800, 6800. Let's fill these numbers. 150 plus 1600 plus 6800, 8550. 120 plus 1120 plus 400 plus 6800, 8440, and last one is also 8440. Okay, we are done with step 1. Then cost per unit. First one, material. Yes. Remember, we are under FIFO method. Therefore, you should not take last year cost. You should take only current year material cost. How much is current year material cost? 1,20,000. But be careful. You will have to deduct the normal loss scrap income. This I have explained already. I have already explained this. From material cost, I'll have to deduct the scrap income, right? How much was scrap income? 900 rupees. I'll just scroll up. Yes, 900 rupees. This, sorry. 1 second. Yeah, this 900 should be deducted. Do it. Come down. Yeah. Minus 900 divided by 8550. From 8550, you don't have to deduct any quantity because normal loss anyway I have taken 0 equivalent unit. So nothing to deduct when I have not added anything. Yes. 1,20,000 minus 900 divided by 8550. I'm getting 13.929. I will take it as 13.93. If you take it as 14 also, I am fine. But later, our answers will not exactly match. You will have some minor differences. Don't worry about it. Right. Then labor cost. How much is labor cost? Current year only. We are under FIFO. 90,000 to be divided by 8440. That comes to 10.66. If you take 11 also, I am fine. But later, you will have differences. Yeah. Overheads. 45,000 divided by 8440. This will be 5.33. 5.33. Okay. Cost per unit is done. What is the next thing to be done? Valuation. Yes. Let us start. Valuation. Right. What all you have to value, by the way? I will just scroll up. You go to your process account. We need to get these 3 numbers correct. I'm drawing a question mark. Yeah. Here, here, and here. These 3 numbers you want. That means first you have to value abnormal loss and then WAP and then transfer. Okay. Let's start. Valuation. Abnormal loss. This is step 3 and step 3 is step 1 into step 2. Yeah. Please go to your step 1 and see what all we have. For abnormal loss, 150, 120, 120. Okay. So it will be 150 into 13.93 plus 120 is common. So you can take it together. 10.66 plus 5.33. 150 into 13.93, 120 into 10.66 plus 5.33, that into 120. 4,008 rupees. 4,008 rupees. Let me recheck. Yes, number is correct. Then I need closing WIP. Go to your step 1. You have, I'm highlighting now, 1,600, 1120, 1120. 1600 1120. Yes, this into 13.93. Now this is same, so 10.66 plus 5.33. I'm getting 40197. You can ignore the minor differences, don't worry much about it. Yeah, third one is transfer. Remember, you are in FIFO method. That means when you write transfer, you have to first carry whatever that has come from the previous period, because that also you will be transferring. Yeah. How much was that number? Go to process account. Opening WIP you have taken on the debit side. Yes, that number 11400 plus how much did you spend during the current period. For that you have to go to step 1. Look at this, 0, 400, 400. Okay, so this will be in bracket 0 plus 400 into 400 is common for labor and overhead, 10.66 plus 5.33 plus additionally for balance 6800 units, it's all 100%, therefore 13.93 plus 10.66 plus 5.33. Yes, work out 11400 plus this number will be 6396 and this is 203456. When you add all of this, approximately 221252. 221252. Right. Now we will have to copy these numbers in our process account. Answer may not exactly match. You will have some rounding off difference. That should be okay. Let me fill these numbers. Abnormal loss was 4008 and closing WAP 40197. Right now, before filling transfer, you just see whether your answer is correct or not. Do the debit side total. 11,400 plus 1,20,000 plus 90,000 plus 45,000. This is 266,400. 266,400. If you deduct 900, 4,008 and 40197, you will get 221295. But our answer is 221252. That means there is a difference of about 40 rupee. What you can do, go down here in bracket you write rounded off to 221295. They will get to know that this 30-40 rupee difference is because of rounding off. Now come back to the ledger, copy this number 221295. That's all. Yes. End of the answer. These kind of questions can come for 10 marks. 10 marks. You will have 2.5 marks weightage. Process account, step 1, step 2, step 3. Everything should be shown in detail. Let's go back to question book. Yeah. Before I go to question number 10, I'll just see If there is anything in part B that I can give you as homework, just give me a minute. I'll open part B. I'll just open part B. Okay, all of you come to page 255. 255. Yeah, mark question 1 as your homework. Okay, I will quickly read out. A product is manufactured in two sequential processes, namely process 1 and process 2. The following information is related to process 1. At the beginning of June, there were 1000 WIP goods. Beginning means opening, yeah. 60% completed in terms of conversion cost. Listen to me. Somewhere in the introduction class, I told you this. What is conversion cost? You convert raw material to finished product. To convert RM to FG, what else you have to incur? Two things: labor and overhead. That means 60% completed in terms of labor and overhead. Sir, what about material? You should know 100%. Right. Basically, conversion cost means labor and overhead necessary to convert RM to FG. In inventory, which are valued at 286020, material given, conversion cost is given. That means you have opening WIP 1000 units and 286020 is the value. Other information related to process 1: cost of material introduced, this is raw material; conversion cost, this is labor and overhead; transferred to process 2, this will come to the credit side; closing WIP 1500 units, 60% complete in terms of conversion cost. That means 100% material, 60% labor, 60% overhead. Okay. 100% of material is introduced to process 1 at the beginning. That's why I told you. It should be taken as 100%. Normal loss is estimated at 10% of input, excluding opening WIP. Indirectly what? 10% on fresh input. In class material in part A, there was one problem where they said normal loss is 10% of fresh input. Here they said 10% of input excluding opening WIP. Indirectly, it's on fresh input only. Right. Question A, sub question 1. Prepare a statement of equivalent units. That means step 1, using average cost method, and thereby calculate the following. Calculate the value of output transferred to process 2 and closing WIP. Now basically they want you to do step 1 and then calculate what? Value of output transferred and WIP. That means they want you to do step 1 and step 3. How is that possible without step 2? Indirectly they said work out step 1, step 2, step 3. You see what they have done in the answer here. Statement of equivalent production or units. They have written this input also, which is actually not needed. You can only start with the output. That's more than enough. Equivalent production, material, conversion cost. You know what they did? In the entire question, labor and overhead breakup is not given. Everywhere it is conversion cost. Therefore, they also wrote material, conversion cost. Sir, can we also do it? Yes. If you can add labor and overhead, then you can do. You know when you should not do it? When the degree of completion for labor and degree of completion for overhead is different, then you can't add those two because denominators will be different. No. Here they can do because they have nowhere used the word labor overhead separately. They've used the word conversion cost directly. Oh. So they did statement of equivalent unit and then they calculated valuation, that is transferred and WIP. Before that, they have done one working cost, that is material and conversion cost, total cost divided by unit cost per unit. Actually, when you write the answer, what will happen? This table will come first. This will come first, and then you will do this. That is my step 2, and then you will do step 3. Doesn't matter. But why I want you also to present in the way they have presented is what is asked in the question. You see, question was first one, statement of equivalent unit, that is step 1. Then valuation directly, that means answer should be presented in the order in which they have asked. Therefore you do step 1, then you have to do step 3. Let that step 2, which is cost per unit, which they have not asked but we know it's necessary, do that as a separate working note. Right, you can do it. I have explained everything. The way you show the numbers may be a little different. Don't worry, don't worry. Here you see they have done total. This is unnecessary. Anyway, you can do 268 plus 51.74. No, when you have to calculate something, you don't have to do this total column, unnecessary. Okay. Question number 2 is a theory question. You can read it today. I have explained in detail what is the meaning of equivalent unit and how is it used in process industries. That is converting 100 units of 80% complete as 80 units. That is only equivalent unit. Physical unit into DOC is equivalent unit, correct? Physical unit into degree of completion is equivalent unit. They want you to write a short notes. What is equivalent unit? How is it calculated? Where is it necessary, etc. See, they have even given one example. For instance, 25% of work is done on 200, then 200 into 25% are as good as 50 completed units. Sir, can I also take some random number like this and explain the concept? Definitely yes. Definitely yes. Yeah. So read question number 2 also. Question 3, just give me a minute. I'll tell you whether you can do this or not. Which method they've asked. Okay, I think this is doable by you. Mark this also as homework. Following information, I'll explain. Following information is available regarding process A for the month of February 2019. Production record, unit in process on 1st February. Unit in process, that means this is opening WIP. Okay. All materials used, that means for material DOC is 100%, 25% for labor and overhead. Okay. New units introduced 16,000. This is your input. Units completed. This is your completed and transferred. Units in process. This is your closing WIP on 28th February. They are saying material used. That means 100%, 33% for labor and overhead, 33.33 for labor and overhead DOC. Okay. Cost records. Cost records. Work in progress. This is in rupees, by the way. This is in rupees. 6 lakh plus 1 lakh plus 1 lakh. Opening WIP 8 lakh. Directly you will take 8 lakh in your ledger. 6 lakh plus 1 lakh plus 1 lakh. In my problems in part A, the total was not there. We used to calculate. Here they have done that also. Good for you, directly take 8 lakh. Cost incurred during the month. Material, labor, overhead. Directly given. This will come to the debit side. Okay. Sir, what about quantity of material? That is already here. New units introduced. Yes. Presuming that, look at this. Average method is followed. They have clearly mentioned prepare. What all? Statement of equivalent unit. Step 1. Statement showing cost per unit for each element. Step 2. Statement of apportionment of cost. Nothing but valuation. Step 3. And then prepare process account. This is your process account. Right. You see what they have done in the answer. First, equivalent units. By the way, in our study material, they unnecessarily show this input. You can start directly from output. Yes. You have it here. You can observe completed 100, 100, 100. Doesn't matter how much is coming from last year, how much is coming from this year. Doesn't matter. Why? Because we are working out under average cost. and then cost for each element. You see last year cost also they took, current year cost also they took, they added. When we do, we will do it as 6 lakh plus 25 lakh 60,000 to be divided by 20,000 here, 16,000 here, 16,000 here. Presentation can be different. You don't have to present it in the form of table. If you are convenient with presenting in this way with the table, I am totally okay. I'm totally okay with this. See, we don't have any specific format, right? I'm not asking you to write the way I am writing. You can write in any way as long as the reader can understand what you want to explain. That's all that is needed. And then apportionment is nothing but valuation. Value of output transferred 14,000 into 358, but when you do, you will write 158 plus 100 plus 100 because you normally don't do this total. That's all. So minor differences will be there in the presentation. This is transfer. And then closing WIP, material, labor, overhead. This is coming from step 1, this is coming from step 2. You multiply the numbers. This total is here. Actually this total is not needed. You will never write 63 60 000. You will write this in one place, this in the other place. Last thing they have asked is process account. See here, process account, opening WIP, material, labor, overhead. Completed units, you can write it as transfer. Closing WIP, ledger account will balance. Doable? Yes. I think I gave you question number 1 and question number 2, the theory, and question number 3. Okay. Other things I don't think you can do. We will work out in the coming class. And by the way, question number 7 was already given as homework in, I think, the first session of process costing class. If anyone has still not done, page number 265, alpha limited problem. If anyone has not done, please ensure even that is completed, right? Yeah. Other problems I will work out in the coming class. Okay. I'll be winding up the session with this. We will meet in the coming video class. We have few more sums to be done in part A, and then I have to work out problems from part B. Right. Thank you very much. Bye bye.